So guys, we're doing a popular fish. Tankmates freshwater version. So in this list, you'll probably know by the thumbnail or title, or maybe I'm not gonna put it, but Oscar fish, goldfish, betta fish, guppy, zebra danio, glow tetra, peacock bass, bigmouth bass, African cichlid, and flowerhorn are pretty popular fish if I see, because most people like to keep these fish as in their home aquariums. So let's go. I'm not sure about bigmouth bass and peacock bass, but I'm pretty sure people like keeping them. And it is zebra danio. So today we are doing Tankmates for zebra danio, which is going to be amazing because there's a lot of cool fish that go with these little guys. So guys, let's jump into this video. Tankmates for zebra danios. Now, first of all, zebra danios require a 10-gallon tank. The food for them is basically like those fish flakes, and it's good if you give them fish flakes. Shrimps will be hard for them to eat because they're really small fish. So maybe if they're like mini or dwarf shrimps, maybe they'll eat it, but I recommend you giving them fish flakes. Now, number one tankmate, it is pea puffer fish. Now these little guys, they're good freshwater puffers. So these are pretty small. So like with a couple of these fish, it can't go with because they're gonna probably eat the pea puffer. But pea puffers, amazing fish to keep with these little guys. Both of them are absolutely tiny and are lovely for these small 10 gallons. So heading on to the next tank mate, but before that, these things need at least like a 10-gallon tank or a 5-gallon tank. And these guys are also most likely to eat fish flakes. Next we have the clown loach. So these little clown loaches, they get massive, so careful. So like you can only keep them with the zebra danios until they're at a small size. Once they grow bigger, they could get a little aggressive onto the zebra danios and could eat it or bite it. Heading on to the next one, it is black skirt tetras. Now these things, amazing tetras, but careful, sometimes they do bite. And they require like a 10-gallon, that's good. And like these fish also feed on fish flakes. So heading on to the next tank mate, which is Pleco Thomas catfish. These things are also algae eaters. One of the most famous algae eaters. It is the second most famous algae eater after Corydoras catfish. This is really popular fish, but is very annoying. However, some of the catfish look kinda cool, like those panda cories and albino cories. The only good pleco goes in this are in the pleco varieties are Bristol nose and albino, royal, and cloud pleco, not the normal pleco. And I'm recommending you to get a small common pleco if you're getting a common pleco, or else I'd recommend you guys getting the other ones, such as the Bristol nose, because they look cool. So heading on to the next one, coolie loaches. Coolie loaches, they're really cool. They look like eels. Basically, the eel, freshwater eel for the small tanks, not for the big tanks. So this is a really good fish to keep, and it goes easily with the zebra danios. These look like little eels, and they need a 10-gallon tank. And these also eat on algae, meaning they're also flake eaters. And mollies. Now sometimes mollies can get aggressive. Now I know most people say no, mollies are just small fish. They get along with most fish. They don't fight and all. But mollies, once I've owned a molly actually, and it literally was trying to eat almost every single of my fish. So I was like, oh hell no, this is gonna eat all the fish, because it literally, I saw it live, it literally bit my goldfish and my goldfish died. And it was also attacking on the angel, and also my angel died because of that one molly. So I decided to return the molly back to the fish store and buy a different fish. So careful when you're getting these, and also don't get a big one. Rosy barbs. Rosy barbs, yeah, they're pretty cool fish, but careful. Obviously, most barbs, they like to literally bite. Yeah, they bite. So careful while buying these, because they will bite, for sure. So, but they mostly get along with these zebra danios, but because zebra danios are fast. However, goldfishes are not. Once, when I was like 5, I made a mistake and I bought like a goldfish with a rosy barb, thinking it was like some tetra or something. Okay, heading to the next one. It is dwarf gourami. These things are hella beautiful, really good. Require like a 10-gallon tank, and they feed on shrimps and flakes. Harlequinus boras. These look so cool, and they need like a 5 to 10 gallon, and they also eat fish flakes. Rainbow fish. These are amazing fish. They look so cool. They need like a 10 to 35 gallon tank, and they look beautiful as heck. Eat fish flakes. Next we got the balloon rams. They eat fish flakes and shrimps. They can get in a 5 to 10 gallon tank. These are just really, they're just common rams. They're like basically really calm fish. So they're basically like discus or angelfish. Like they're really calm, and mostly they just like to rest. Sometimes they go and explore the tank. They're calm fish. They don't like to attack any fish. They don't like to chase other fish, and they're really cool fish. I mean, if you look at that closely, it's really beautiful. I have the electric blue balloon rams. These balloon rams are amazing. Angelfish. Now, angelfish, careful on what size you're getting. I recommend you getting a smaller size, but then later shifting the angel when it's bigger to a different tank, because when the angel gets a little bigger, it does get a little aggressive, meaning like it could bite sometimes. So careful with that. And they need about 20 to 70 gallon tank. They're just amazing fish. They look so cool, like actually like angels. They're really cool. Next, we have the goldfish, the classical goldfish. Everyone loves goldfish except for me, but I do have a goldfish because my grandpa likes goldfish. And like, the reason is because goldfish is just too overrated, man. Everyone just go buy their first ever tank and they just say, oh my gosh, look, it's goldfish. Let's just buy goldfish. And they just fill up a 5-gallon tank with like 10 goldfishes, which is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. Like, in a 5-gallon, barely even 2 fit. I mean, they like exploring a lot. Like, I've noticed this for so long. That's why whenever I used to buy goldfishes, I used to either buy small, and whenever I would buy like a big size, I would keep them in my 15-gallon, but not like the actual big size, like about like 7 to 8 inches. And goldfishes require around 10 to 30 gallon, but you could put them in a 5-gallon if you're getting 1 to 2 only because they like exploring, okay? And also, if they're small, yes, 5-gallon is good for them. If they're a bigger size, then like, if they're only 4 inches, 5 gallons good. 6 inches, 10 gallons.